It went from me not being able to believe what I was watching, not being able to understand, comprehend, get my mind around what's happening in our own streets in the United States of America. It transitioned from that to me now wondering, how far do we let them push us? How much do we put up with? How much danger do we put ourselves and our families in before we make a stand? I think things are about to get really scary if people don't start thinking more clearly and using their head. Today's video I feel very prompted to make after a 2-day break from YouTube. Thank you all for allowing that. It was really, really nice. I'm Jared. This is RedRacer Video, former car vlogger. Now I'm an independent citizen journalist. Thanks to you, the viewers. My quick shameless promotion here. You make this possible. This is my work. I am very proud to do this work for you, and I am very grateful for those who support the channel. There are 3 ways to do that down below: Patreon, PayPal, and Venmo. 3 places to donate monetarily to the channel. If you see value as you watch this, and only if you see value, please consider subscribing or donating to the channel, helping us monetarily down below. If you can't do so, please make sure you smash the like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you're still subscribed, and if you would, leave a comment and let me know how we're doing before you guys go. Jumping into today's video and what this video is about. I watched a couple of videos. I actually decided this video was happening before I watched the second video, and I'm really glad that I did, because it was able to really help me put perspective on what I'm about to say and help me step back and be able to say, okay, I'm in this situation, what do I do? Because prior to seeing the second video, after the first video, I kind of had a different stance. You're all probably saying I'm boring you and get on with it, so let's do that. The first video I want to talk about a gentleman that owns a restaurant. Is sitting outside. It's like outside seating for his restaurant out on a patio right by the street. A gentleman rides up on his bike. He's screaming at the patrons of this restaurant because they're not wearing masks. I can't remember the exact words that were being screamed at them, but he was very clearly creating a huge problem for this business owner at his restaurant, his place of business, where he conducts business, where he provides for his family. He immediately jumped up and started pointing a gun at this gentleman. In the spirit of full disclosure, I don't know what happened leading up to this event. And I don't think anybody else out there does quite yet either, because I've tried to find stuff and I haven't yet obtained anything else other than the short clip I saw. In the short clip, it looks like the dude rides up on his bike and immediately just starts going in on these people, screaming at him. And the guy probably felt threatened, maybe. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe something happened before. Maybe the guy had been circling around, causing problems all day. I don't know. All I know is what I saw. A guy on a bike rolls up, starts screaming at the patrons of the restaurant, the people that are trying to eat. The store owner jumps up pretty quick and starts pointing a gun at a guy. When I first watched it, I actually didn't like what he did. There's one of the video I watched was from a lady who was probably 20 or 30 feet away. She started recording when it was pretty far away, which leads me to believe it had been going on for a minute and it didn't just happen right when we were in it. When they do these videos, guys, keep in mind, we're only seeing, I firmly believe that we only see what they want us to see. That girl probably recorded prior to that and cut out. I could be guessing, but I would not be at all surprised based on the history of what we see in the media if there was a lot more to this story. Having said that, it looked based on the video footage like this dude just jumped up with his gun really, really quick. I actually didn't like it. Real quick, link in the description down below, at RedRacer Video on Instagram. I reposted something that A-Rod Lives posted. Great page. He's a big guy in the Latino exit movement, Latinos for Trump. He posted the video, and I think he posted the video, or he posted the second video. But go down, check me out, check that page. You'll see both these videos. I commented on his page and actually said, I think the gun came out early. I did. But I also said that, I wasn't there. I wasn't in that position, and nobody can say how scared they were for, they don't know what that guy was going through. He may have seen something may have happened to him or his family earlier. He may have been having problems with this restaurant for a week. I don't know. I owe it to say, maybe he's just a big a-hole and he jumped up with his gun way too early and shouldn't have. That could have happened, okay? Well, let's fast forward now to what I watched this morning. I slept on this. I made a note in my Evernote last night that this is what I wanted to make the video about. And then I didn't make it last night because Sunday's video was actually still banging. For what it's worth, guys, thank you so much. Sunday's video is now 2 days old. About 2 days old. Coming up on 3 now, but we're like at 130, almost 140,000 views. That video is killing it. Because of that, I took a couple days off. I'd made videos like 40-something days in a row. I was spent, guys. I'm not going to lie. This stuff is taxing. Learning this, feeding my brain all day, and then trying to, be a happy-go-lucky dad for my kids. These days get a little bit long. So a couple of days I took off. Long story short, I went off on squirrel syndrome there. I slept on what I was going to make today instead of making it last night because I was a little uneasy about the way I felt about it. Best decision I could have made. Second video that I want to talk about, I watched this morning. There's a guy on a bike in a video on the ground getting beat up by a bunch of people. I'm going to say what color everybody was because it matters for context. I'm not picking a side here, and I know that this is not, the people in these videos do not represent any collective group of people. These was a group of idiots doing stupid things. But it looked like a dude on a bike is getting beat up by a bunch of black people who appear to be like the Black Lives Matter movement type, not the actual, peaceful supporters and are doing productive things to help their race. The guys that are just out because they don't know any better and they're getting paid to create havoc. A guy comes up behind and is trying to defend the guy on the bike that's laying on the ground. You can see that he's just getting stomped out, like they're hitting him with stuff. It's bad. So a guy comes to his defense. He's got a golf club. He's not swinging it at people. He's just holding it, but he's yelling at people, telling them to stop. So they turn their attention to him. You watch the video. I've watched it back a number of different times. Now, again, at RedRacer Video on Instagram. I posted it. Go see me on Instagram and you'll see it. The guy, they start circling him. It's like a pack of wolves. And they just circle this dude. And then they all go in at the same time and they beat the hell out of this dude that was trying to save somebody else from getting beat up. Punching, kicking, all you see is fists and kicks, and there's several of them. And there's people that are standing around screaming, please stop. A lady finally has the guts to get out of her car and run up, please, please, please stop. The guy tries to hold his arm up saying, okay, I've had enough. It looks like his arm's broke. I don't know. It's bad. I want to say something that I don't want misconstrued in any way, so please listen carefully. And don't do the Don Lemonhead CNN bullcrap and put words in my mouth. Listen carefully with intent to understand, not to respond. I don't think that any person, as soon as somebody says, wear a mask, should pull a gun. That is asinine. I don't think that's what happened in the restaurant scenario, but I told you these stories to put context into what I'm going to say. It's not really even about these videos. It's so much as it's about what happened in these videos. We all need to be better than this. We as a country are better than this. We as people are better than this. Men, women, any race, any creed. This is way below us. Someone's approaching me though. My place of business, in my car with my family, or if I'm just alone, and I start feeling like I'm genuinely threatened right now, I'm probably going to be a little more inclined to go for my weapon right now based on what I'm watching. You can't expect me to stand back and wait until 7 people surround me and beat the hell out of me for not thinking the way they think. This dude has done nothing. The guy in the truck was doing nothing more than trying to help people. He did nothing to them. He did not deserve that. I don't care. Even if he, there's very few things that he could have done that would have deserved that kind of beating. And the people that actually are instigating all this and that employ the BLM people are the ones doing it. They're the ones that deserve this kind of beating. This guy did not. He didn't. And that store owner, that restaurant owner, that guy that came up screaming at people, that's not productive. He may have, you guys, whatever, you think that mask is productive? I think you're incredibly ignorant, but you can think that, that's fine. But don't come spouting it at me, screaming it at me. And right now, in today's day and age, definitely don't back me into a corner. I will not ever tell anyone to resort to violence until it is time. But I'm telling you right now, if it's you or them, and someone's going home to their kids, I know what my decision is. The last thing I ever want to do is hurt someone. And that's that restaurant owner, I bet you the last thing he woke up and said is, I'm going to shoot me someone today. No. But he probably said, I'm going to protect what's mine. He probably said, I'm going to protect me and the people in my restaurant, the people that are helping provide for my family. And he should. This is tough, guys. These are tough situations. I know not everybody's going to agree with what I said in this video. I know this is a sensitive subject. I get all these things. But you can't expect people to keep taking it. And to those that would take that, I'm here to tell you, folks, it's time to stand up. It's time to get a backbone. What you tolerate, you teach. Strength through power, just like our president tells us. I roll around with 2 pistols these days, like Yosemite Sam. Sleep with one eye open. The alarm on the house is extra lockdown, extra cameras, extra motion. I mean, we're going hard. And I didn't do all that just so that I could go walk down the street and allow a bunch of dudes to just beat on me while I took it. That's not happening. The second a group of people advances and you feel threatened, you're going to find out there's going to be people who are just going to start squeezing the trigger. Can you blame them? I hate that this is where we're at. I don't want people to do that. I don't. But I also don't want an innocent person to stand there and chance not going home to his family. I hope everybody can understand how important this is and how below us this is. This is not who we are. This is not how our country got great. This is not fixing anything. And the people that are out doing this, I'm talking to you, please understand what you're doing. This solves nothing. And you end up in jail or dead at the end of it, for what it's worth. None of these people are just like going to have careers in like organized chaos later on. There's nothing good comes from this for anyone. You get a couple of bucks in your pocket right now. You're not helping a movement. You're not helping anyone. You're funding the Democratic National Committee. You're funding pedophilia. You're funding child and human trafficking. You're part of the problem. To everybody who didn't feel like I was talking at you in this video, thank you for being part of the solution. To everybody who is starting to speak up, I get messages every day from people saying, oh my gosh, I red-pilled somebody today. I'm so happy. Thank you. I sent him to your channel. You helped. Thank you. That's what this is all about, guys. Awareness. Having said that, I'm starting a line of merchandise that I think is going to spread awareness. I've got some really good ideas that I think are really going to open people's eyes. I'm not just going to sling shirts that say Jared and RedRacer video on them. This isn't just a cash grab. Make no mistake about it, though. This is my job now. I do need money. But my whole goal has always been to open people's eyes, and I'm really excited for you guys to see this. My last 2 days of no videos wasn't because Jared was like kicking back with Mai Tais. I was going hard on website and graphic design and shirt and supply and everything. And I'm really excited to bring it to you guys. So if you see value in what you saw here today and you want to monetarily help the channel, like I said before, PayPal, Venmo, Patreon, help us out. If you can't, before you go, make sure you're still subscribed. If you're not, smash subscribe. Leave a comment before you go. Where we go one, we go all. Everything is going beautifully, guys. Hang tight and trust the plan. I love you. We'll see you on the next one. Jared, RedRacer.